Goodbye, Xenotype. Goodbye, Xenotype. It's all that matters. Without Xenotype, the communists win. It's on Indiegogo. Goodbye, Xenotype. Goodbye, Xenotype.
Hey guys,
That's all that matters.
go back Xenotype where the communists win, and also back through the woods. We're almost at 22K.
Hello, everybody. I'm happy to be here. You can back Xenotype. You can, yeah. And also back the Green Reaper too.
Yeah. Or the communists win.
Or the communists win.
Yes, and
that's
Bloodhunt.
right.
Or the communist wins. We've got to put an end to communism.
The Special Security Force is at battle again against strange terrorists whose side cannot be determined. In Volume 2, Disfigured City, Angel faces her greatest challenge ever to protect against international terrorism. The Special Security Force is at battle again against strange terrorists whose side cannot be determined. In Volume 2, Disfigured City, Angel faces her greatest challenge ever to protect against
For sure. Balls to the walls insanity as capitalist Japan fights back against communist lunatics, against PSYOP super soldier program.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Well, you send me a damn Cookie Monster picture again. I'm sorry. I got to talk to the, to those, to my cats and tell them, okay, go herd. Get back in the fence. Well, I was there with you, dude. I was watching that at night. We stayed up till fucking 4 a.m. to watch Angel Cop. What are you talking about?
Holy shit.
It's like, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, well, yeah.
Wow.
Well, there was a few minutes. There was a consecutive few minutes. I mean, Are we live yet?
Okay.
No?
Yeah, of course we're live.
Okay.
So, Optimus.
Yeah.
You saw Angel Cop for the first time.
Yeah.
What was the first thing that made you laugh out loud? Because I know there would have been at least one thing that made you laugh out loud.
The second they said that they were hunting down commies.
Yeah.
That was it for me. I'm like, I'm sold. I'm in.
What sort of communist bullshit is this?
Yes, exactly. I was like, well, this is my kind of movie. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Just a car on the side of the road, no big deal. Suddenly missiles. Yeah, they put a little flag on it. Like, I mean, that's attention to detail for just for the animation studio and the writers and stuff. Is putting a little flag on it like it's a broke down car, so nobody will think about it. Oh, it's just a broke down car on the side of the road. Suddenly missiles.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. Was there a manga tied to this, or was it just an anime?
Yeah, there's a manga. There's a
Okay.
manga.
I had to check that out sometime.
Yeah,
But if
it
you wanna check
continues.
it out.
It actually continues on past it, but not by very much.
I wouldn't think so because that was like
Oh.
kind of.
So like Angel Cop is heavily censored. What you actually were watching, we'll get straight into the spoilers, I suppose, of the series. But what you're actually watching was the original villains of the of Angel Cop were the Jewish bankers, running a communist propaganda ring.
So they were literally buying into like extreme right-wing propaganda.
It's extremely anti-Semitic, but in a funny, like absurd way, and they had to censor the hell out of that for the English translation, But the manga, if you go and you check out the manga, you'll find that it's very spicy, very spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not, given the status of things currently. Yep.
Kodansha.
Yep. They're good. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, you straight up like Sim described this. He said, "Yeah, you like RoboCop?" It's like, "Fuck, of course I like RoboCop." He's like, "Okay."
That's exactly how he is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't see. Yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
You can ask them my reaction. And I was just like, well, that's a way to open a story.
Yeah, that's welcome to an era where anime had balls. Like I showed it to Odie. I wish he was here, but I want him to rest for tomorrow. So like I showed it to Odie and he doesn't like old anime, and he watched it and was like, "Oh, the animation's pretty good." And then when he saw that chick's head explode, he was like, "Oh, what are we watching?" I was like, "Welcome to like 1990 anime, man." Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah. It has the best dub of any anime, like it is so notoriously, you've underestimated Japanese technology for the last time, bitch. Like he's just got so many good one-liners that it's just so absurd. Yeah.
I think Vinny wanted to say something.
Oh, I forgot what I was saying.
Sorry, man.
I'm tired. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's like everybody here, honestly. Like everybody's just like, been a long day.
Yeah, dude.
Vinny's been here in my corner for half the day pushing my book.
Fuck yeah.
So fucking, he's a legend. Much appreciated. Yeah,
man, it's been good, but it's been well worth it.
Oh,
I love seeing my friends succeed, hanging out with everybody. It's been fucking amazing.
Having a good time.
these are the good memories. And while we've been sitting here talking, I've made another big sale.
There you
hell
go.
yeah.
There you go, brother.
I sold a third collector's illustration.
Oh, whoa.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a big sale. It's a big sale.
Yeah, I
Wow.
told you
We're
I would like to see.
we're 38%.
Yeah, I put the challenge out on a few minutes ago, man. At the end there, I said I want to see it at 50% before we end it for the day, for the first day,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, amazing.
So
Oh yeah,
For sure, that's it. Like
Mhm.
go back Xenotype.
yeah. That's that right there needs to be clipped. Just
Yep.
oh
But I can't remember everybody that they have to back Xenotype, so I'm good.
Yeah. That's what's important.
that's
Yes.
important. Yeah. Black xenotype or the communists win. Like
Yeah.
it can't cure your your coronavirus like picking up like buying cash grab can. It can't assure you long life or many ladies like cash grab. But
It's a
without
good-
xenotype, the communists win, guys.
Hey Sam, you gotta.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Sam, you got a screen on your yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I didn't know if you like you were left it up there by accident or something.
For the people that Yep. Yeah, let's bring it up for these guys and so for the chat for anyone that might not have seen it. You're in for a real treat, guys.
Yeah. I
For
hope you
sure.
don't have the. Yeah. Okay. We can comment on the. That's a good. What'd you call it the other night? The catch-up opening.
Where the hell's my backup got to?
Like,
We've had some reports of a leak. We're making a safety inspection.
Die, you imperialist vermin! Don't look so surprised. I'm your fucking backup. I've heard some bullshit in my time, mister, but yours is the best.
I like
Shut the
how
fuck up.
at that point,
Self-righteous,
she's basically
moralizing
like,
commie scumbag. You
hey,
make
wake
me
up,
sick.
pussy.
Oh, and
Like-
another thing, unless you want a 45 caliber lobotomy real bad, I suggest you tell your friend over there to put that fucking knife down.
You don't know shit. The regular Japanese police force are a bunch
yeah.
of pussies, but these special security agents are different.
You fucker! Try some of this!
Hey, I love that part. He's like, go on without me. She's like, all right.
Get out.
No problem.
God, she's a bitch.
Peace, just get off my fucking case, will ya? I'm sick of taking this shit from you.
That was like the coldest thing I've ever heard. Just
Your
like,
number's up, shithead.
Go on without me. And she was kind of like, I was gonna go without you anyway.
What in the fucking hell?
Oh yeah, they really tortured that dude. Like,
Shit.
they gave him gangrene and shit.
Adios, bitch.
This was one movie. They didn't make a bunch of them.
It was like a 6-part.
Crazy, self-righteous fucking lunatic.
Oh.
You know you're talking shit. You crazy
Okay,
bitch.
got
The Japanese police force are a bunch
you,
of
baby.
pussies.
Yeah, that was a funny line. He's like, these Japanese people are a bunch of pussies, but these guys are serious.
You've underestimated the power of Japanese technology.
We got,
bitch.
RoboCop.
Please so
Yes.
sure, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that
Do you
line.
have any other weapons that might be effective?
Some of this
against
looks
that
vaguely
bitch?
familiar. I don't know. I might have
Trying
seen
to rep
pieces of
me?
this. I just don't remember.
I'm
I
not here to
guarantee
take
you,
you
Vinny,
in, I'm
you
here
have
to
seen
take
it in
you
the.
out.
You saw it in the video store back in the day,
Shit.
in like Blockbuster Video and
I
shit.
fucked up.
Most likely.
Clippers got away
Because
into the
this was a
Institute.
big
Don't
like
be an
thing.
idiot.
I remember
Anyone
seeing
can
it, but I
do it,
never
don't
like
be
rented
fucked.
it. Right?
Yeah, you definitely should give it a watch. Like you will laugh. It's the kind of thing like if you got your friends together, you're like, oh, we just want to laugh and be stupid. Get it, put it on. You'll fucking be pissing yourself laughing halfway through. You know? Like,
Awesome.
Not just
Jesus.
Christ,
they
how
play
am I
it
ever
so
gonna
straight,
finish
you
that
know, they
bitch?
play everything so
Do we
straight,
go
but
back?
then they just have everyone talking to each
Ichihara
other
said
like
the
they're human
recoil of this gun
garbage,
could
you
break
know?
my arm.
Yeah,
Well, here goes.
Oh shit.
I did like that, like slow,
The
that,
recoil's
that
completely
slow
gone and fucked my
reloads.
shooting
You know,
on.
Mhm.
You're full
that
of
was a cool
shit.
part. Like a little slowly
Lucifer,
like
we
reload.
meet again. No, I don't think so. Who do you fucking think you are? Well, now
Oh,
you're
and
gonna
we
be
skip.
the dead
Here,
fucking
here are the
Ranger.
real bad guys.
Sayonara, asshole. Why, you treacherous piece of shit.
Yeah, skipping around a little bit here. Yeah,
Gosh.
yeah, they skipped around a little bit there at the end, but yeah, that was
Oh yeah, it's full of laughs though. You know,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
Mhm.
It was a fun little thing. It was like and like you said, from what Liam was saying earlier, the dub was, I mean, honestly, it in a standard of acting, it was horrible, but in the standard that it was hilarious, it was great.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like, you know, there's you know, I think we've all had that anime where we watch it and it's like the dub is so bad it's good.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
I just felt like with Angel Cop, they talk the way real people would actually talk, where it's like, you know,
Mhm.
they're like, I feel like in Angel Cop, like if something went wrong, someone would straight up just say like, hey, oi, stop being a cunt. Whereas like you hear that in real life, but you wouldn't hear that on the screen, like
Mhm.
anywhere else.
Right.
Like,
Well, there was
so,
was it, I don't know if I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there was this one anime, and I think it was like a really cutesy wootsy kind of anime, but it was like one of those things where it just the delivery of the line was so funny because like it was like the guy character says something to the effect of, you know, you know, well, you're just a woman, you know, you know, you're only good for one thing, and she said, "I just saved your life, you bastard."
Oh shit.
Mhm.
That's great, man.
I love that part, like the whole like she had to take her helmet off 3 times. That's the thing, like the RoboCop guy, we didn't see him much during the story. Well, yeah, Raiden was his name, right?
yeah.
Yeah. In Metal Gear. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. Talk about Metal Gear Solid 2. Just piss. Hey, you know, the creator of Metal Gear Solid 2, he's like, how can I piss off my entire fan base? I know. I'm gonna get this soy boy and put him as the main character
Dude,
a quarter of the way through the game.
you don't know how fast I brought that game back after I cleared it. Because it just got weirder and weirder. That whole shit when he was naked and running around and doing just flips. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
How could the opening of that game be so magnificent and then they just turn it to complete and utter shit?
Yep.
God.
What
And
we
I
want
remember,
is we want is flopping testicle simulator. We
yeah.
just, that's what we're doing, and I want to pay my animation team that I fucking hate to animate this guy's flopping nads as he backflips around.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what was the worst out of all of it? Is I was actually working on those figures at McFarlane.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, there's some cool looking characters in this game. And I saw him and I was like, I don't know what his full deal is, but I mean, it's kind of cool looking. And then to find out that he was going to be the main character in that game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a disappointment.
I was gonna say, Vinny, so that means you got to see like the new Snake look, like how he was gonna look in the game and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, because then we saw that trailer and we're like, holy shit, this looks awesome, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because that was like, PS2. That was like the system seller for the PS2, essentially.
Yeah, because I remember that because I was playing the shit out of that demo. That
Yeah.
demo was fantastic. I'm like, all right, can't wait for this thing. And then like got it, I'm like, oh my God, why did I buy this thing?
Mhm.
Dude,
I mean,
I'm not kidding. As soon as I defeated a big boss there with the octopus arms, I'm like, I went straight to GameStop. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm done with this fucking piece of shit.
right. I did like the idea. I thought it was kind of cool that one of the clones, you know, one of the big boss clones ended up becoming president. That was neat little.
Yeah, there was cool story elements for sure.
It's like that's the thing with any Metal Gear Solid game. There's cool story elements, and then there's this like way out crazy shit, right?
I think the last one that I actually cleared was Snake Eater. That one I did enjoy, and I waited a long time for that one because I thought it was gonna be more garbage. And someone told me like, no, this one's straight up amazing. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
So I gave that one a shot, and I did it. I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
Yeah. Snake Eater was great. The music was very, for the mood and everything for the time period. It was great.
And the one with Kiefer Sutherland, I only played like the opening of that. Like I didn't have time for it. I still don't. Like it's still sitting there somewhere.
Yeah. I played a little bit of Ground Zeroes, and I'm just like, the voice. I don't know. You know how you get attached to a voice.
Yeah.
Like of course, everybody. There's been several different people who have voiced Optimus Prime, but Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime, right?
Yeah.
David Hayter is Snake.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is. And I mean, I remember when we found out, I'm gonna get some spoilers here, but it's been 5 years, so get over yourself. But in 5, you find out that the Snake you're playing as is not Snake. It's not a big boss. It's not any. It's a guy they surgically made to look like Snake, so they could basically fool the world.
Yeah, wasn't it the opening of the game?
Yeah. When you're breaking out of the hospital, like the person you help breaking out is Snake, like is Big Boss, right? And you're like apparently if you played Ground Zeroes, which was the mini prequel game, it's like a couple hours, that they came out with.
Play that one.
The story is that the pilot in that game that you'd never see, you don't see his face, his real face and stuff. You see him from the back.
Yeah,
that he's the guy that they change his face and make him look like, Big Boss.
Right.
And
hey
and
guys,
that, like,
guys, I'm flagging out. I can't do it. I gotta sleep.
Yeah, brother.
I gotta I've got to be up tomorrow for war campaign, and those guys are gonna demand a lot of energy.
Well, you
So
did.
gotta
You made it. You made a good effort. Hell, I mean, what, 12 hours? Over 12 hours?
I
Fucking.
think close to 14 at this point. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Liam.
And if it wasn't for the heat as well, like I'm just sorry.
We told
but
you
I'm
take the
flagged
jacket,
now.
just get comfortable, dude.
Yeah,
That's what you had to do.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you always want to be the ultimate professional, but it's people
sure.
they'll cut you some slack.
Yeah.
I know, but I can handle it. I just got to sleep and get caught up. Once I adjust to the US time zone again, I'll be a little bit better,
Oh, and in case you misgraded 0.5, that Liam is he won the South Carolina primary, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
I've
right.
got a lot of responsibilities now.
That's our Liam.
Get some rest, Liam.
Yeah,
Love you guys. Catch you later.
Love you too, brother.
Enjoy the mass genocide of communists.
Of course. Congrats again, brother.
And then I'm just looking at the screen over here, and you got you just got where RoboCop man first shows up, and then like holy shit, it's a robot man, and we can't do anything to him. I mean, that's the thing. They had some cool characters, some kind of like cool character, even where the villains they end up becoming good guys. Spoiler, stuff like that. Michael Beacon, I'm looking at the chat. He says the favorite thing about Angel Cop is the ruthless violence which they slaughter commies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Edwin. It's Edward Marlis, not Edwin. Yeah, don't put that evil on him. Well, wait. I take it back. There's a good Edwin the Ace.
That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, he's just fucking like playing the whole episode and Well, then they pour like maggots into his like wounds and shit. And, like,
Oh,
yeah. At one point, then they hold his mouth open and started drilling into his teeth. Yeah. Yeah. See this? Look at this.
Oh,
You better make Carlos sick. Stop.
yeah, man. What are we doing here?
Take it down. Move along. Move along.
Next clip. Next clip.
Yeah. They emaciate this guy. They fucking have him hot. Oh, look. We got us another guest.
Hello there.
Hey, man. How we doing?
Sim put the link in the chat, and I was like, let's pop in and see what's up.
Yeah, come on in, brother.
You just missed it. Yeah, you missed the guy getting maggots put into his wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Damn, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Have you seen this series?
No.
Yeah. Again, more of us who haven't seen it.
The question is, who saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think to make things simpler, Sim, from now on, like when you do your instead of doing a vote every week, just do a vote every other week. But the first, do the vote, and whatever wins that week will be the subject of that week, and then the next week can be, the next, the second one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That way you still get to cover everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, yeah. You got to You cannot have a fucking manga anime type show
and not
talk about Akira. Yeah. So you're being a consummate professional here, is what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like when they did like what was that Full Metal Alchemist, right? The manga and the first anime were totally different.
Yes.
It was like, but the thing was, Full Metal Alchemist was so popular, they had to end up making another anime, Brotherhood, that closely followed the manga.
That one I saw. Yeah.
Brotherhood is storyline wise is a much better than the first one, but I like the first one's tone. So yeah,
Nice.
Dude, I cannot. Yeah. 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 See, now who says that like anime and manga can't be power fantasies? I can kill commies, I can kill Nazis. I mean, this is like
right? And it has all the elements it needs.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Yeah. Hey, I gotta ask, Optimus, have you seen Fist of the North Star?
Have I?
All right, so Sim, you're the only one who you haven't seen it.
You've never seen Fist of the North Star, Sim? Whoa.
Dude,
you're gonna sit down and watch that fucker.
It's basically Mad Max meets Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
No, dude, and then they explode. It's fantastic.
And therein lies the brilliance.
It might have been from one of the movies. I can't remember. You remember that scene where he's like walking into the town and they're like blowing up buildings to try to stop him. And he's just walking through the building as it's collapsing on him, and it's not even phasing him.
Dude, it's fucking brilliant. I love it, man.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is like he has like those constellations. Then he has them like put into his chest and his stomach. His brother did it to him.
Yep.
No, wait, yeah.
No,
yeah,
it was no, it wasn't his brother. It was Shin.
Oh, Shin. That's right.
His friend did it to him. Yeah,
Mhm.
because Toki is the one. Was it Toki? No. Toki was his good brother, right?
Yeah, wasn't he the good one?
Yeah. I mean, you can watch it, or you can watch one of the movies.
Yeah, the movies were really fucking good too.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you what you need in there.
The fight, I'm gonna tell you, dude. When you get to the fight between Kenshiro and Rao.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god! Just get ready to take your pants off.
Yeah,
it is fucking epic.
Yeah. There's a reason they call Rao King. And
I mean, you have to have your pants on first, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, I think we got to, dude. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I think we should, man, because they even did a video game on it kind of recently.
Mm-hmm.
My brother played it, dude. He fucking played the shit out of that.
It's made by Sega, and it's the same team that did the Yakuza games.
Mm-hmm.
And those games are sick. So,
yeah, it is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken, he's got a couple of brothers, and most of them are all fucking evil or douchebags. Mm-hmm. One of them, he fucked up so bad, like his head was going to explode, and the guy had to do like his own pressure points to stop it from happening. Mm-hmm. And he's got to wear like this fucking like this mask on top of his head. Dude, you would love the shit out of this, man. I swear to God, you would.
Like when he finally takes his mask off, he's got like pieces of like metal and stuff holding his head together, and it's like throbbing.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff, because it's like his head wants to explode, but he's basically kept it from exploding, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Because that's the thing. When he does those fucking things, like he does those touches, usually like the guys, like the villains he's fighting, like they're like triple the size of him, and they're laughing, like, what the hell was that? Ha, ha, ha. And Ken, as he walks away, he goes, you're about to die in 3 seconds. And then you see like parts of them just start to explode. Mm-hmm. And there's blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, God, dude. I haven't watched. I played the video game. Yeah.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what kind of Jew is that?
Excuse me, sir. We should welcome Michael Beacon.
Hey,
Michael. How we doing?
Hey, Michael.
Hey.
He said, "Good." So now you have 3 people who've watched.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, no one watching can hear Sim.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, y'all have the opposite problem.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy! Did we just all look like super bad just now?
Like,
well, we kept talking. So, but it's right when Sim was there.
He kept saying kaiju, and I heard Jew.
Oh.
We love
kaiju is best Jew, right?
Huh?
Kaiju is best Jew.
Oh,
apparently yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a kaiju is yet.
Kaiju is a giant monster, Godzilla, like Godzilla and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha. You guys are very Asian. I mean, I'm just a simple American guy here.
I'm not entirely sure. I came in like 16 minutes in, and I was like, I'd hear Optimus going, "Yeah, okay."
Go on.
So it's literally a opposite problem from the.
Yeah, Red
was it Red the other day? Like earlier, he was trying to do a stream, and it was just like
It was just him.
Everything went wrong. I heard Optimus saying yeah and repeatedly for a long time.
We're so
Okay.
special.
Yeah. So
So-
can everybody
now
hear
it's
Sim
working.
now?
Now they can
Be the
hear
question.
me. Yeah, my audio got shut off, I think, because right now I see my voice. So.
Oh, you're starting to.
Hello, now you can hear me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we heard Simon the whole time, but unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was
Just a
playing
side
with
note here, guys. Xenotype 69 backers.
already.
Nice.
Awesome.
$6,301.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Dude, when he wakes up, he's gonna be so fucking happy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
he had to give up the ghost earlier. He was done.
Yeah.
And we
yeah.
we were talking about you, Scott, in at Graded, man. Them colors, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Because I told people, they say we want to see the colors. I said I told in fact James Hayes in the chat. I told him go get his link, put it in the chat. I want people to see those colors.
I want people to see the colors. Liam has been very, very under wraps with my work. He shared very little of it. So,
I think you should. I think like it should be like this coming week, like middle of the week. They can start lulling about, then pop the color pages up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we showed some on Vinny's stream earlier today. We showed one of the pages I was working on.
Yep.
Very bloody.
Vinny's like, I ain't putting up with this bullshit. You gonna show some color?
No, actually, I had backed the book first, the manga one, because I love the traditional work that Odie was doing. And then when I saw a little bit more of the colors, I'm like, fuck, I gotta refund it and upgrade, and that's what I did.
Yeah, I went. It was funny, like we had a as I call a pipper moment tonight during the stream.
What happened again?
You went. She went to go back the big tier, with the manga and the graphic novel, all that stuff, right? The whole package.
Right.
And she said, "Oh, I can't back it. It's not quite. I don't have quite enough money." And and even Liam was like, "Just wait. Get the one you want, not the because it's going to be open for a while. Blah blah blah."
Right.
And then later on in the chat, she said something about, "Yeah, it's $200." And she was like, "Wait a minute, 200? What are you talking about?" Because I just backed it too, right? And I said, "It wasn't $200. Where do you get that?"
So wait, what was the moment that she had exactly? Because when I went to go look, it was because of the shipping.
No, what you're seeing is when you go into that it's showing you the Australian price in the back when you go to back it. Okay. So it'll say like $200, but if you look down in parentheses, it'll say 130 US.
Oh, I should check my emails. I think I had a pepper moment as well.
Yeah,
dude, I haven't been sleeping at all. I've just been working.
I don't think anybody was sleeping today, dude. Like I was up till like a fucking 6 a.m. Got up at like 10 and went to do some work. Worked till about 6. Came home, got like a 30-minute nap, ate dinner, and then had to go stream. So,
right.
So I feel it.
Right, it's Australian. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I feel like a spaz.
Yeah, it's like when somebody asked him how much he was gonna ask for, he said 25K. And I was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah, but 25K Australian. It's 16. Exactly. It's 16 something."
Because if you look at even in like the amount he needs, it's like 16,272. That's a weird number, right?
Yeah.
But if you like switch it to,
Australian money, it's 25K.
Australian money, yeah. Because like I'm about to do it now just to.
Yeah, let me take a look. Hold on, I gotta. I might have to refund and upgrade yet again.
Yeah, because if you switch it Australian, it's 25. So.
Yeah, I knew after seeing that Balvor piece with him like splitting all those people into pieces. When I saw that yesterday, like, okay, yeah, definitely go in color.
Right.
You got to see the color one?
Yeah, on the Discord, I think yesterday.
Oh, I shared a little screenshot. That's right.
Yeah, that's badass. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, now how do I switch it back?
Since then.
I'm going. It's just that $90 tier there turns out to be almost 200 for me. Like fuck.
Yeah, because you got you're weird Canadian shipping.
Yeah, the shipping and the conversion. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good little funny thing on the stream earlier too. Had had Mike, my Mike, Evil Bob, talking about like he said yes. You're talking about the money. He's talking about Australian money, and he said, "Liam, do you have fake plastic money like we do?"
It's even worse.
Because
I don't
here
feel
in
that
America,
bad anymore.
we got this like with cotton blend that we've been using since the 1800s, right?
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, because our money is not really paper; it's a cotton blend, Whereas like most other nations have switched to like some plastic currency,
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
There it is.
Looking at
Scott
what?
screen. Show Scott screen.
Okay, hold on. Let me go.
Holy.
Yes.
That's what you should lead with right there.
Yeah, man.
That should. God knows.
I need to make more money.
It's a lot of blood.
So go back
It's a lot
Black
of
Man so
blood.
I could back this book again.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, at this point, that's what it is. It's like the more I get back, I can back books.
Yeah, we're all like addicts right now. It's like, all right, there's another book coming out. I need my fix.
Oh, dude, I that's what I was telling. I feel bad. I love your colors, but I'm like, I need to pick one. I might upgrade to the second pack eventually, because it's still fucking bugging me.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. He said he's gonna be jacking it up tomorrow, though. To cover it for himself. So yeah, if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it while he's sleeping.
Yeah. Quick, while Liam's asleep, get the book.
Hurry up before he puts the price up, guys.
Yeah.
Smash and grab.
Oh shit.
It's just, and like I was complimenting you, Scott, just for your colors. It's like you made color work on manga that or manga style, and that doesn't usually work too well,
Yeah, I had to develop a whole style for it, and it's really what it is it's utilizing color holds, which are basically above the inks. You're screening back a lot of lines. So in order to make this work, I have to basically overlay all of the screen tone to fade it back so that I can create planes of separation so the characters sit well above the top. Black and white is incredible.
Yeah.
I look at that and go, oh my god.
And like, and Liam's telling us these are the crap pages. Oh god, look at this. It gets better. Stop. Penis.
I can only get so erect.
Yeah.
You just heard the fly broke.
Dude, shot across the room.
My table just flipped. Shit.
Yeah.
Looking great.
I mean, I've been coloring live on Twitch and on YouTube this book for a long time, and people have been popping in and giving really good feedback. And so I'm just glad to see that it's people are liking it. That's all I could hope for, really.
Yeah, you need to give me a wrench in there so I can promote books while I watch you color.
Oh yeah.
Our buddy Chris Evans in the chat. I've been doing good about cutting back on books, and then this book comes out. Dang it!
Yeah, and there's another one from our friend Raging Golden Eagle that's launching anytime soon. I keep looking if he's launched it. It's still in freaking pre-launch page.
Yeah, man.
I think he said tomorrow now. Like he's going to the first. Yeah. That's gonna be a sick book too. Like, got two manga styles like coming out at once, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, coming out and funding at once because
Yeah, because that's the thing I keep forgetting too. Because Liam's in the future. That's why he launched it today. Today has been the first form.
Don't forget that Carla here also does a type of manga. That's her style.
Of course, the Grim Reaper 2. People jump on that book,
and she's rocking it. And also my books are pretty much mangas, but anime-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my book is half manga style too.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody wants to show their books now. Look, everybody's like, "Oh,
yeah."
No, it's not just that. It's just we're trying to explain that why we're all CG manga, right?
Can I ask maybe?
We have Vinny here. That's a big fucking huge fan of manga, and if you look at his freaking City of Venus, it's technically a manga.
Yeah, I would say that world pretty much. It would fit perfectly in there.
Didn't you say that you weren't a big anime and manga fan, Vinny, earlier?
No, I read manga. I never really read manga ever.
He's a big fan of anime.
Yeah, I love anime, movies, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I do have like those influences here and there as well.
I mean,
for sure.
I don't know Vinny's age, but he sounds like my age group. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so he grew up with that, like when it was like really getting really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
it's like my kids when they like, dude, Dad, you're a big fan of anime. You should like Academy, Hero Academy. I'm like, no. Like I was a big fan of manga and anime, but I'm very difficult. Like my main thing was movies, like anime
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
was more than the because I'm not a big fan of the mangaka. And I don't know if it's how they call it, where they do the funny faces that turn into cartoon mode or stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
type there with the little kid being trained. It's not my cup of tea. Like I didn't like Dragon Ball when it was the first series, but when I started watching the Dragon Ball Z, I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, because Cowboy Bebop,
Mm-hmm.
like they didn't have that in there except for Eduardo, but it's like something like that would happen every now and then. Like it wasn't everywhere, but like I tolerated that.
But the way she was made was awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing because the character was so much fun. Like you didn't mind it so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like and the rest of it didn't have any of that in it whatsoever. So like I was all right with that. But like I know what you're saying. Like the ones that always have that, like yeah, it gets very annoying. Like I've seen that
Uh,
once or twice, and
I
like I
remember,
passed on.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I tried Cowboy Bebop. Like I
Hmm.
didn't get into it that much because I thought it was boring. Right? Then I saw the movie, the animated movie, and I'm like, this shit is fucking great. I'm gonna give that show another try. And it's really when you pass that third episode that you get the vibe and the flow of it. You know, it's like listening to blues.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. I love like that kind of film noir stuff. So I was on board from the beginning.
And you have to
Uh,
admit that that opening scene of the movie is sick.
oh, absolutely. But that's what I love that movie was supposed to be somewhere like in the middle of the series. So like it makes sense for what it is, and I'm surprised they did it because they did it after the series was all done, and then they went back and they did that amazing fucking movie. But I hope they go back again and do another one because I really enjoyed the shit out of that.
Mm.
And actually, I became friends with one of the voice actors from the series.
Well,
The
that's awesome.
one who did Jet. Um,
I,
yeah, his name's Bo Billingsley. He's a great fucking guy. I'm gonna try to get him on my damn stream.
would be cool.
Bring
What's
it.
really funny is you say you didn't really like that early Dragon Ball style,
Mm-hmm.
but that shit was the dirtiest fucking anime ever.
I know.
It showed like Goku like pissing in a river with his pants down, as a little boy. Like Master Roshi's copping a feel of every female in the room. Just like it was so filthy and funny that just to look at the difference between American society and Japanese society, because that's like Japanese style.
Hmm.
It's so funny to me.
And
Me, I
also,
got into and go. Sorry.
sort of things, like there's so much stuff that wasn't even showed on TV
Right.
from
Well, I mean,
Dragon Ball, like a
yeah,
lot of like, underwear scenes,
yeah. What's funny is from Dragon Ball, there's some deep lore about when Goku died the first time and he went to hell. They actually, in order to make it palatable for other
Hello?
markets, they actually had to
Hello?
change
Not much. I'm
the
doing a
shirts
live
of some
stream
of the
right now.
demons, and the original
Oh, you wanna drop
release
by?
in America did not say that their
I'll be done
T-shirts
in like
didn't say
maybe
hell
30
on them. They
minutes.
said something else, but later dubs now they do. But
Okay.
it's
Well,
funny the difference in censorship.
you have Mr. Satan, for example.
Yeah,
Say,
Mr. Satan. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Satan was awesome.
yeah, but I mean, the names and things like they put names, very weird names.
But
Um,
I guess it depends on where you start from too, right? Like
Yeah.
I got initiated to all this stuff with Ninja Scroll. That was one of my first manga, like anime manga, that got me
Oh
introduced
yeah.
into that with Appleseed. That was kind of like those two were my startup type of thing. Then I started discovering the rest.
Hey, you know what? By the way, yeah, I'd like to hear what Optimus's views were on Ninja Scroll since yeah, you missed it last time.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
And next time it's going around the ones that weren't there next time and tell us which one's your favorite anime manga. So go ahead, Optimus.
well, for one, that Ninja Scrolls, when I first saw this kid, it was amazing. The biggest thing I remember is when the because I was like 17, 18 when it came out. Probably 16, 17 actually. I was watching in my room, and all of a sudden there were boobies. And about that time, my mom was walking in the room. I'm like, "Hope!" And I skipped real quick, and it skipped the scene. I said, "Pro move."
That's hilarious.
But no, but I loved it. It's the great. Jubei is a great character. You know,
Yeah.
That whole I forget the name of the girl character, but her whole thing is she can poison people,
Yeah.
just by living, essentially, it's like, that's freaking
Well,
great.
her kiss was poison.
Yeah, her kiss was poison. And wasn't it like that she could counteract the poison that he got poisoned with?
Yeah,
and that's how
it's her poison could counteract his, by sleeping with her.
Yeah.
But the best part was with the rock guy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
when we discussed it last time, it's when he fights the rock guy and the guy starts breaking. He's like, "Did you really defeat him? Do you really think it's you?" Like, he raped her, then he's just later just started decomposing and dying, so she killed him.
Yeah, man. That movie was so hardcore, and it had everything that it needed. Like something like that, they would never do that shit again today.
No,
no way.
You know what I mean? They'd be so afraid to.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they did, they would never release it here.
Since I can do it now, I'm putting the trailer for everybody with mute. But
oh yeah, oh yeah, that chick with the tattoos. She had the snakes.
Especially the one that comes out of the.
Yeah. What did she say? That's the most poisonous of all. Yeah. Yeah, she was like, "That's the most poisonous one of all." I was like, "Well, that might be a metaphor."
Hey-oh.
Yeah.
And you saw this? It said manga, right? So this explains why, even though it's an anime, only thing we discuss it on CG Mangas because it covers everything from the comic and anime.
Right. Yeah, because that was the name of the company. If I remember correctly, it was like Manga Entertainment.
Movies.
That's why we all call it.
Did you say in boobies, Carl?
No, movies.
Oh, I think
I know, guys. You're
Get your head out of the gutter,
still.
Optimus.
So what?
But if you want
Anime and manga are the same thing. Anime is just animated manga.
Yeah.
True. But Sim, what you said, getting my mind out of the gutter. That means it would at some point been in it. I mean, not in it. It's always been there. Like,
right.
Dude, straight up, and this is, slightly off, but I straight up had when I was a kid, little kid, you remember, Bob Barker, The Price is Right and shit.
Yep.
You remember the chicks, that would.
Yeah, the Bob Barker's beauties.
The beauties, yeah. I was like, man, Holly is freaking hot as a 5-year-old.
You old horn dog, you.
Did any of you see the samurai, Afro Samurai?
Yeah.
The intro scene that they did an homage to Ninja Scroll.
Oh yeah.
On the pier.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was a good one.
Now you guys have seen Samurai Champloo?
I was gonna say yes. Love Samurai Champloo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great series.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of them. I've seen most of them. Yeah, I fucking love those.
The other day, I initiated Michael here to Space Dandy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And if you want to know what Space Dandy is, well, he's a dandy guy in space.
It's one of the few comedy animes that where the humor translates really well into English.
Yeah.
Now
it was made in a collaboration. It was made for the an American market too. So that's why.
Yeah, but Simon, you can agree with this, right? Because it was by the creator of Cowboy Bebop, right?
Yep.
So we were all like, "What the fuck is this?" That first episode, I'm like, "What the hell is this?" I said, "Come on." I'm thinking I'm having one of those rants, like the I was literally having an Alex Jones rant. They're taking away our anime. They're taking it away.
The frogs are turning gay.
Yeah. But then I said, okay, I'll watch the next episode. And then I was like, it grew on me. And then it was funny. Then you start feeling, you actually get the story. I'm like, oh, I like this. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
I got another question for you too. Have you guys seen Escaflowne?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not all of it,
Yeah.
but I'm supposed to be watching all of it. But yeah.
Yeah, that one I enjoyed the hell out of too, but I don't remember finishing it either. But the movie I thought was really cool, but they did something totally different with it.
Yeah, another one that I saw back when the Ninja Scroll there. That one of the first ones that I watched was Macross Plus.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Macross Plus is the one with the jet that transforms into robot mode.
Yeah. Well, Robotech,
Yeah.
Macross.
Yeah, Robotech, Veritech fighters.
Except that when they did Macross, it was a more like serious type of approach to it, and the
Yeah,
movies.
Macross Plus was like the sequel to Macross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another really good one, but I can't remember the full title of it. Outlaw something.
Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star.
I just watched it not too long ago. A cider kept telling me, "Dude, you should watch it. It reminds me of your Nat the Merc." I'm like, okay.
It does, right?
Dude, it's fucking great.
Yeah, man. I fucking loved it because it had that whole element too of like Han Solo, but with those ships and the things that they could do.
I like the fact the mix of sci-fi and magic.
Yeah.
Gunslinging too.
And the magic bullets.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah.
See, I'm a little younger than a lot of you guys, so like some of these ones you guys talk about, I'm a little bit like I've watched them, but I was real young when I watched them. The first one I watched when I was 9 years old was Akira and Ninja Scroll on VHS. That was my introduction to anime.
Wow.
And after that, I also watched Outlaw Star too, and it had everything. It had the Star Wars, like you said, the gunslinging. And then after that, I watched like Vasha Stampede and Cowboy Bebop, and it was all connected to all that. So many good shows. Trigun, yeah.
So good.
Did any of you get to see the original '84? I think Appleseed one. That one was
Yes.
good too.
Yes.
I still got to see it.
I love the original Appleseed. The new ones are good. Don't get me wrong, but that original is sick.
Yep.
I think they go more into character in the original than they do in the sequel.
The original that was done traditionally, right?
Yeah.
What year was that?
84,
84, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But by the way, proper greeting to not Joe Fuago.
Hello, Nat Frogo.
Yeah.
Hello.
And he muted himself. Totally not Joe Fuago. Joe never was Joe Fuago.
Never was. Totally different frog. Clearly, as you can see by my picture, I don't have the same hat as the esteemed Joe Frago.
And also listening to your voice, I'm gonna be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen of Comicsgate, I don't think that's Ethan Van Sciver.
Nope, and I'm not your boy Zach either, as I've also been accused of being.
Wow. Are they going to change? It's like the new narrative. It's not going to be sock accounts. It's going to be frog accounts.
Yeah, basically.
And you're in no way related to Kermit, right?
No.
But he's a good dancer.
Yes, he's a well-respected member of the frog community. Kermit is, but.
Nice.
As soon as I came around, like people are like, "It's obvious you're a sock of your boy Zach." Like, and it was that weird thing going around with people, the haters talking shit, and I'd go in there talking shit, and they'd be like, "Okay, your boy Zach." I was like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck?" And then after that, it evolved after a while because I showed up on a few streams, and even after I showed up on a few streams, people were like, "Okay, Ethan Van Sciver's sock account." And it was so funny recently with Jeremy when he retweeted my comment and said, "Oh, this is obviously an EVS sock account saying this or that." And it was funny because I know Jeremy. I've been a fan of Jeremy for a long time, and he told me like I'm not a viewer of his. Like, you're not a real viewer of mine. You're obviously a sock account of Ethan. And it's like, dude, you asked for that thumbnail of PewDiePie, so I made you that thumbnail. Don't you remember? And he never responded to that. Because he used that thumbnail I made.
Because you... He's like, oh, shit.
I pay attention to everything, right? He knows everything. He's always right.
Yeah, I think he's just been a little out of it with all his fights. I think he's been kind of going from fight to fight to fight to fight, and I think his emotional responses.
Like...
Yeah, but he's also... You're talking about the guy from the quartering, right?
Yeah.
But he was also. It seemed also like he wanted to have attention and clout.
Dude,
Like,
straight up, I will tell you right
as soon
now.
as Ethan jumped on the stream, he seemed like pretty much cool after, no?
The thing with Jeremy, from the quartering, that's his shtick, right?
Mm-hmm.
He pokes into like certain things and communities and things like that, and then quickly exits, and then comes back later and acts like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, and we all like Jeremy. Like most, I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but we all. He's part of our group fighting against the cancel culture, and we're on his level on as far as most of the stuff he talks about. But he does like to kind of poke at whoever will get him the attention.
Well, I think Mr. Not Fuago will remember a time he went after the meme king, aka Mr. Medicare, and that was a bad day for Jeremy. That was a very bad day.
I never followed that guy, so I'm not familiar with Jeremy. So when I started to see this kind of pop up, I just my first impression is not a good impression of this guy.
Well, yeah,
I used to follow him more when back with Gamergate.
Yeah.
And after that,
Yeah, he was because he was an up and coming voice at that time. He wasn't as big as he was now. He was like 50,000 subs back then.
Yeah, he was still building his channel.
Yeah. I mean, he was a voice, but he wasn't very big at the time. And then when he got like smacked in the back, when that guy dude smacked him in the back of the head at that convention, that's what kind of made him take off.
Wow.
Because I mean, legitimately, let's be honest, he did. Him getting attacked like that was like a bad thing, just because he has differing opinion. But like, I think Vinny and I were talking the other night, and I said, "Now, Vinny, if somebody smacked you in the back of the head, what would you do?" And we both agreed we would stomp that motherfucker into the ground.
Absolutely, I don't care what the fuck they are, what they did, what their sex is. You don't go hitting other people.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You don't start none, won't be none.
Exactly. That's like straight up. It's like somebody smack. But one thing though, if you hit me in the back of the head, you better knock me out.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't knock me out, now I'm pissed off, right?
Yeah, that's like kicking a lion in the back of the leg. You don't want to do that.
It's like I'm gonna tell this story. I think I told Sim before, but this is gonna be a quick one. I don't think Vinny's ever heard it. Well, anybody here? I think y'all like this. The story about my grandfather. One time, he was at like the local establishment, as they say. He was getting drunk, and they were just hanging out, shooting the shit and all that stuff. And this dude comes up, and this guy, my grandfather was 6'5", and this dude comes in, he's like 5'6", so almost a foot difference and everything.
Right.
And I don't know why we still, my dad said to this day we never knew why he was pissed off with my grandfather. He walks up to my grandfather. Now, Vinny, he doesn't punch him; he slaps him.
Oh my god!
Now to a man anyway. You slap a man slapping a man. That's some bullshit, right? I mean, I'd rather you punch me. At least I know you're in it. You're in it. You know what I mean?
Danger.
But yeah, he slapped and my dad said the next thing he knows, the dude, like my grandfather, like reared back and punched him. He punched him so hard he flew out the door. And there was like 2 gas pumps there because all these stores had like there was drinking and you get gas and everything in one place, kind of like a general store, And he hit him, so he like landed between the 2 gas pumps, and like he could barely stand up, and like my grandfather is like fucking barreling out like he's a fucking Sasquatch, right? And he's like 5 men trying to hold him back. I'm gonna kill that some bitch, And he said the owner of the place like told that dude, he said, "Get in your car and get the hell out of here. He's gonna kill you."
Holy hell, man! Jeez, yeah. There was a story, I can't tell it on air though because it got very violent. With something similar happened with my grandfather. Yeah, someone did something really bad, but it was in a public place.
Oh,
and my grandfather, he grabbed something to attack the guy back with, and let's just say this guy walked away bloodied up and scarred for life. Because that's the thing you don't do. You don't attack somebody out of nowhere, and for no fucking good reason either.
Yeah.
No, because it's not a cockfight at that point. It's my life's in danger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I always love like Bruce Lee for that reason too, because it wasn't martial arts. it was you're fighting for your life. You know, that's what his was that he created, and that Jeet Kune Do. That's why he was cutting out all of the fancy stuff and getting straight to the point.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another reason, like how I got into some of the like animes and stuff like that. It's just, you know, there's certain cultures and learning that kind of stuff. It's cool, man. Like it inspires the shit out of you too.
Yeah, I was a big fan of all those samurai stories and stuff. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
You know,
well, like I was saying too, like those movies and stuff too. I mean, like Jackie Chan, like you get into it for like the fun parts of it and they seem to do the crazy shit, but then you see the actual skill that, you know, is involved in all that stuff.
Yep.
Well, Sim, you asked me earlier like what my favorite anime was. As far as movies, it had to be Vampire Hunter D.
Oh, it is great,
dude.
Because let me tell you why. And this, you know, this is when you know, edgy teenager, right? And I say edgy, I wasn't really edgy. I was just, you know, whatever. I was a geek. But
emo.
No, yeah. Well, no, it wasn't even emo. It was just, right. But here's the thing. You know, this is back in the '90s when I first saw it, because it was, you know, I think the movie was like from '85 or something like that. I first saw it in the '90s, and the first thing I thought when I was like going to the video store and I was looking for, you know, an anime to watch, and I saw that, and I looked at him, I was like, this looks like the fucking Undertaker.
Yeah,
you're from, you know, WWF, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna watch this, right? And then I went and watched it. I said, holy shit, he's a lot cooler than the Undertaker.
Fuck yeah, he is. And with that talking hand too.
Yeah, and he's got to talk. I jokingly said, I remember, what did I say? It's like somebody said, well, tell, you know, describe it to me. I said, okay, think Undertaker, but with a really cool ass sword, and he's like a half vampire, and also his hand is Paul Bearer.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That's like his hand is like he's like one character, and like, you know, his manager is his hand.
And I was really impressed with the sequel because, like, you know, normally sequels you get a little wary about them. That sequel was fucking amazing, and they upped the bar on the animation so much.
Yeah,
dude, hell yeah, big fan.
Yeah, and that was done traditionally too. That sequel,
Yep.
And the creator said specifically it has to be done traditionally.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, how they did that stuff with Carmella.
Yeah,
dude, that was amazing.
The animation with the bike was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and like that one scene, you know what scene I'm talking about, when like those brothers, you know, the Marx brothers, think they were called, and they were like, you know, and they were showing. I mean, they were pretty badass for who they were, right?
Oh yeah,
they were doing some cool shit. And then that one dude fires his like arrow at D, and D just catches it.
Yeah.
And then looks at him and just breaks it like it's nothing. Like,
you know, with 2 fingers.
Yeah, that's what I loved about it. I was like, here's these guys, they're all badass, and I was like, just got upstaged.
Holy shit. And then and the chick with the with like her hair and shit, and the and all the vines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. They had so many cool visuals in that as well. But and it's that whole thing too, right? If you see like this hero who's going up against these fucking ultra badasses, and he makes it look like nothing.
Yeah, you know, sometimes, and like, you know, we always talk about like the hero struggle and stuff like that. And sometimes we want to see the hero struggle, but sometimes we just want to see the hero just whoop ass.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm 100% on board with that.
Yeah.
It's one or the other, man, and it's cool. That's why I like Batman too, because sometimes he's just a complete fucking badass, and then other times it's like he gets his ass handed to him, but then he still finds a way to win.
That's why I always loved, you know, I don't know if you ever watched, you know, Justice League Unlimited, you know, when it was on TV, you know.
Yeah, it was great.
That ending where Superman's walking out and he's fighting Darkseid.
Yeah, dude.
And he's just making that. He does that little speech, and he said, like, I have to walk through a world like it's made of cardboard. Not going too far, not losing control, afraid of what I might do.
Yeah.
He said, but you give me the opportunity to not hold back, and you're about to see just how powerful I really am. And yeah, I was like, yes.
It gave me fucking shivers. I'm like, that's what I love about Superman. Is like people, you know, it's like the thing that people forget is like they call him the Boy Scout. But he ain't a fucking Boy Scout. He's the guy that, you know, that's been through the shit, and he's always trying to be good, no matter, like being the bigger guy, the bigger man all the time. That's his thing, and sometimes he doesn't live up to it. But that part of him, dude, that speech.
It takes a lot to be good, But yeah, when you could unleash like that, dude, it's epic.
Like another one that I like from those Justice League was remember when the Dark Side came to ask for help?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm getting invaded by Brainiac," and Superman's like, "Ah, screw you," and Batman's like, "Well, you realize that what you're saying is this," and he's like, yeah, I know. Darkseid fucking did this and did that and did this. Boo hoo, cry me a fucking river."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Batman just talking shit right to his face. It was great. And and then there was a moment
there's a reason why the writer was Dwayne McDuffie. Okay, and
Yeah.
just a few seconds. That was a great freaking writer. He started there, and he ended up writing the Justice League for DC. And sadly, he passed away from,
one of the great art writers.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like great storyteller.
Yeah, man.
But there was a speaking of that soul, talking about how Superman and the holding back and everything. There was a thing, when they brought Supergirl back into real continuity. The real Supergirl, not the slime thing that whatever metamorph.
Yeah.
90s,
Yep.
And they kept saying, like a lot of people were saying, like there was always that hint. That's what I liked about it, because it's like now they would probably just straight up say it, but they were trying to hint around. It's like I think Kara's more powerful than Clark, right? And they kept saying hinting around, blah blah blah, this and that, because she can do things. She's done things that Clark can't do. And one day they were having a conversation, and she's mentioned something about like, I think she basically told Clark, I think I'm more powerful than you. And he said, "You really think that? You really think that?" He says, "The only difference between me and you is that I have control."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So he basically put her right in her place. It's like, you don't hold a candle to me.
Exactly, man. I'm Superman.
Yeah.
And
you're Supergirl.
What's your favorite manga anime?
Well, there's been a couple ones I love, but one that was really important for me, especially in my childhood, was Inuyasha from Rumiko Takahashi. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I would say that's my favorite anime, but my favorite manga is actually Ranma New Noichi. I love the manga, but the anime was pretty bad for me. Like, I don't think it was as good as the manga. So, yeah, but I still have more animes I love, like Madoka Magica, for example. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. Like, Puella Magi Madoka Magica.
Yeah, I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, I've watched it. That shit's brutal, man.
It takes your brain in a saucepan and like makes an omelette with it. I love it.
I like it.
Sounds good.
It's completely unexpected, because I'd always seen it on the lists, but it looks like a Sailor Moon type show.
Yeah, it's
like when you look at the surface, it looks like a girl's like a child's show. But one thing I started to do when I ran out of manga or an anime to watch is I started to do the randomization, where I'd spin a wheel and say, like, this show looks stupid, but I landed on it, so I'm gonna watch it. And that was one of the ones where I did that, where I was like, man, this show, it looks like a little girl show, but it landed on it, so I was like, I'll watch it. No, it's disturbing. It's really dark.
I believe that the charm is that the aesthetics of the anime is nothing to do with like what's going on, and that unexpectancy you always have when you're watching it. I believe that's the charm, and it's pretty deep. I really like the concept, and I believe you if you are planning to watch Madoka Magica, my suggestion is be patient in chapter number 1 and number 2, because it's so boring. Like, cutie girls, like, oh my god, like, but believe me, it's worth it. It's worth it. Patience with chapter 1 and 2.
Will do.
Sounds like wisdom to me.
She just smacked us around and said, "Look, don't judge it from the beginning." And
Oh no, yeah, like I watched it all, like, and that was my initial thought when I seen it, was like, I'm not gonna watch this show, but I landed on it with my roulette, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. And so I watched it, and it's nothing like what you think it's gonna be. Like,
yes, it's really good. I like it.
And once you watch it to the end, it's disturbing. It's it makes you not like not to say it's not worth watching because it's not saying it's a negative thing. It's hard to explain, but it's dark. It doesn't look dark, but it's dark. It is definitely a dark show.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, then I did a lot of investigation and research after I finished watching the show, and there's so many like messages and Easter eggs and stuff. No, I really enjoyed it for that reason, because you can keep like learning stuff after watching the show, and like rewatch it. It's only like 12 episodes, I think, but I watched it like 3 times. So yeah. And the movie Rebellion is really good. Movie 1 and 2, don't watch them. Don't waste your time. But number 3 is really good.
A lot of sacrifice for sure.
Exactly.
And like you said, not watch the movie. That reminds me of the Ninja Scroll 2.
Oh, dude, it doesn't exist. It's not. It's a reinterpretation of the novel. It doesn't exist.
It was so bad.
It doesn't exist.
Oh, then when they did the
Resurrection, it sucks.
Yeah, we talked about that last time too.
Yeah.
Just
What's
skip
your
it.
favorite, Frogo, and all the? What's your favorite anime and manga?
Oh, it's hard to say. I've seen so many that like sometimes I'll start watching one, and I'll be like 4 episodes in. And I'm like, oh, I already watched this one. but it's hard to say like a favorite. Like you want to say like the ones you started with, like God, I don't even know. Like I would say like to change the subject on some of the ones we've been talking about, the like more known, more popular, darker ones, is some of the more silly ones I've seen. Like Devil's a Part-Timer. That's one of my favorite ones.
I may
No, never heard of it.
I may address the chat. One of my cats are in the chat. Xavier.
Nice.
He asked, have you seen Magical Girl Spec Ops Asuka?
No.
Nope.
I'm intrigued by the name.
I was going to say the same thing.
We're going to be organizing more viewing in the Discord.
I only think of Evangelion when somebody says Asuka.
Yeah. Oh God, are we gonna have to go and say who's best girl?
And you, Michael, what's your favorite?
Let's see. I think one of my early favorites was definitely it's called Abenobashi. It's like anime about like this magical sharpening arcade. These kids go into it and like they wind up going to all these different worlds. And it's like each one's like a different parody of like different anime or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my favorite scene that I still remember, because this was like back during college in like 2007, is like they see this guy who's like the stereotypical American guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like has a hot dog stand. Goes, "Hey kids, you want to buy some fucking hot dogs?"
They made an anime about Zach. Holy shit!
Oh my God!
Guys, I have an announcement.
Go ahead.
Xenotype is trending under popular projects on Indiegogo.
Beautiful.
Right. Congrats.
Yeah.
Nice. It's like the 3rd from the top right now. Because I went and logged out just so it wouldn't like be my settings,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
It is, man. That's great news.
Yeah. So there's a lot more eyes on it now. So that's great.
Sure.
It looks so good, and like so many people haven't even seen Odie with his shirt off yet.
I tried. We tried tonight. We tried.
No, I sent pictures to Piper. Piper has the DL. She has the information. She already knows.
So she already got them sweet muscles.
Yeah. No, because we've seen him like he's got this look as this like innocent mangaka. Like you've seen him with the dog. He's got his little face. He looks just so innocent and he's so coy. But no.
That's great.
But no. Okay, you just.
I mean, like it's not just we make the jokes about the shirts and everything, but like his talent is otherworldly. Like for a 19-year-old kid.
Oh yeah, man.
All jokes aside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I've been seeing it too. That kid is fucking doing amazing stuff.
Yeah, and I'm saying like he's like not a knock to any of the artists on this on this panel right now, but that kid he's going to be something special.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
sure.
Like I when I was going through those pages and like, geez, But let's not knock the colorist
No.
right here.
Yeah.
Dude, I told you, man. I saw more of his work. I had to upgrade the damn book.
Right.
I'm like, I love what Odie was doing. And I'm like, hell yeah. I'm always down for that if I could get like the original like black and whites.
Yeah.
But seeing it with the color, I'm like, yeah. I had to upgrade. Had to.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys want to see some more? I mean,
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
Because
Liam
right now
does it.
I'm still on black. So.
Yeah.
let's see. Let me see.
We're still. Yeah. We're not Liam. We're gonna show the goods.
We could show as much as you want.
Yeah. Liam
Okay, here, I'll do this.
That's a
I'll
cool
show
closing,
some
by the way,
pages.
so let's go.
I'll show some pages that are on the campaign that are full pages that just are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's one from the scene where Balvor murders Tanner.
If
No, that's sweet.
Oh,
so it's raining out,
Mhm.
and they're in a back alley.
Nice.
Oh my
He
god.
kills him and then he transforms. Dude, this all this blood and shit took so long to.
Yeah, I got to, since this is a joke from from somebody back from the Gamergate days. He has this joke that he says every night because he posts for like a website. Whenever like the owner of the website goes to bed, he goes, "Mods are asleep. Post weep shit." And so guess what we're doing right now? It's like Liam's asleep. Post weep shit.
Oh man.
See.
Looking awesome.
So this one's just flats.
Oh, I like seeing flats stuff. That's like.
Well, see, what I do is I take these and put them in Procreate on my iPad and turn the opacity down on the inks so that I can see the lines.
Yeah.
And then lay down the flats.
Yeah.
And bring them back into direct export from Procreate back to Photoshop. And yeah, so this will be the next page that I'm.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna have to upgrade. God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Fuck you, Scott.
that's gnarly.
Oh, I'm glad you're not the only one. I'm not the only one that gets that.
Dad,
Let's see.
we're still doing the challenge.
Good job. Who said that?
This one, Axel and Balvor just fought, and he fucked him up pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, look at that.
What's funny is when I was looking at this, I was like, thanks. Looking at that, and I'm like, "Fuck, what's going on with his skin?"
Yeah. You're like,
I'm like, "What is that? Is his skin like literally peeling off his body?" And Liam's like, "Yeah, he's pretty fucked up, mate." Okay, all right, here we go. So, flatted it in there. Got some skin rendering.
Texture.
Color hold, and then the rest of the shit. But god damn, these massive gouges.
Yeah,
dude.
Like, it looks like his arms are just hanging.
Yeah,
they're just hanging on barely.
Gouges.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
God bless.
So there's that. And see,
I really that top panel there. I love how you did that with the background.
See, the environments are so important to me, like because it's raining hard, and if you're ever out in the rain and you're around concrete and like whatever, water pulls up, and if there's a really strong light source off in the distance, you get nothing but haze and glow in your eyes.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to feel like.
It's like misty.
Got a little bit of not steam, but just distortion. And usually I'll add water globules, like kind of in Procreate I'll do some post effects, and just to kind of simulate water droplets on the camera lens.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
I just want to say that Joe Frago showed me those OD pictures. Guys, I might be gay now. Being honest with you. That's a beautiful young man.
Oh shit!
Okay, guys, this turned a little weird, so goodbye. Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna moonwalk on out of here.
So I think it's about time we close because Mr. Optimus needs some time alone.
Apparently, these things happen.
I mean,
Yeah, but we just passed the 12, so
yeah.
Go sub to everybody, especially go sub to our little lady there, Carla. Right? She
Mhm.
has a channel. She's starting to have her own little show there streaming.
Oh, yay.
That's right.
So go
Yeah.
sub to her channel.
Yeah, please check White Cat Comics. I have my first video up. And soon I'm gonna be starting a show, so everybody's invited here.
And that title your is again what? White
Cat Comics.
White Cat Comics.
Yep.
James
Yeah.
Hayes, put it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. Yeah, you're right. I'm still learning all this stuff, okay?
Yeah.
And
No, I mean
go back her book.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go back that. There's going to be a werewolf in there now, thanks to me.
Well, lots of
Go
Yeah, James-
support Through the Woods and sub to Vini Tartamella there.
Yes, please do. Like I said, we got to hit 25K before March 19th in order to unlock that very special exclusive ash can. It's only for early backers. So we're trying to hit that. So yeah, back early, and you're gonna get that amazing book.
Yeah, look, I'm an early backer, and Vinny knows I'm number 1. So
that's right, man.
I want my fucking ash can.
Were you number 1 and number 2? I know you backed it twice.
Yeah, I think I'm number 1 and number 5 actually.
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got but yeah.
I think Froggo was mad at me. I got in front of him.
I want to show an exclusive detail real quick, guys. This is for stream viewers only.
We're getting to you anyway, so go.
Okay. So when we zoom out to print size, you only see a certain amount of detail, right? This is important because only for you guys, fan service.
Oh.
You will never see that in print because it's too small. But now you know it's there.
So go back
you know
to
it's
Phenotype now, and please try and get the color so he can keep his job because he's doing a fucking amazing job.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go sub to Graded.5, and
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Optimus right there is gonna have some books coming soon.
Oh yeah,
Keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got
We
2
have
little projects that are on the burner right now. They're percolating. It's gonna be good.
And go give not Frogo here, a
Yeah.
follow on Twitter, because
Yeah.
sometimes
Follow me.
when he's in the mood, he has some really funny tweets.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah.
And Michael
Yeah.
Beacon here, 7 Legions. Go back.
Yep. 7 Legions got some page. I'll just flip through some pages real quick. Come on
Oh, wait.
now.
Sim, may I?
You go
May I?
ahead.
Back Blood Hunt.
And don't forget to make sure to tell Wanger congratulations for being the mayonnaise wrestling champion of the world.
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw his trophy. It was amazing. Magnificent.
I still say that Balls will win. You know why? That guy would eat a hammer if it was covered with mayo.
Oh my god.
Oof. I might have to ask Joe Balls, like, hey, what's going on, big guy?
Dude, it's looking good. This is Chris Evans going bye-bye.
Yep, that's him getting axed from a dwarf on a jetpack.
Yeah. You know, there's going to have to be a stream one night, guys, where it's just like, it's going to be called the Chris Evans stream, where everybody just shows how he died in their assorted comics.
Yeah, we get everybody that has a book
All
with
that
Chris.
tier. Yeah, and it's like show how he died.
Oh my god.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you now. I think we have to get like Chris some therapy or something. I think he has some issues he needs to work out.
He wants to beat Cecil. He wants to be the top. What's his name? Sean Bean. Of
Yeah,
Cecil?
he wants to be. Oh, yeah, the most dead. The most killed character. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rest
One
in
does not
peace,
simply
Trumby.
become John
Yeah.
Rodney.
He wants to be the Krillin.
Yep. Oh God, he wants to get. He wants his
Or
own.
the
gun.
Yamcha. The Yamcha.
Got the dwarf here cleaning some Chris Evans off his axe there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Evans is one of the most active promoters, one of the most active backers. He's like one of the best guys in all of Comicsgate.
He
And
really is.
he's also my rival. But
Oh, dude,
did you guys see the picture he sent me or the commission that I got today or no?
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he commissioned a painting from Chibi Selena and I got it in the mail today.
Oh yeah, that.
And it's
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
me dancing on the stripper pole with the money raining down.
You now have been immortalized.
Yeah, it's so awesome, man. Like we got a good community. It's so fucking cool.
Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever.
Yep.
You know it.
Yeah, and it's all about entertainment and having fun. You know, the point is let's all geek out together and have fun.
Geek out, have fun.
Yeah.
So everybody, have a good night. It was fun. So see you all next Saturday.
Yeah, man. Of course.
All right.
Bye.
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 Bye.